I've followed with growing concern what's happening on the ground in Gaza and the West Bank, and like many other Irish people have listened in horror to calls from the President of the United States for the mass expulsion of the Palestinian people from their homes and the permanent seizure of Palestinian lands. Such an approach is a fundamental breach of international law, is deeply destabilising in the Middle East, and a dangerous departure from the UN position of peace and security for both Palestinians and Israelis, and the right of Palestinians to self-determination. The ties between Ireland and the United States are historic and run deep. There are deep bonds between Sinn Féin and people in the United States who supported peace and prosperity in Ireland. These relationships are valuable and enduring. The US is a valued friend of Ireland. Their work in helping to achieve the Good Friday Agreement stands as a clear example of successful US foreign policy. They're an important partner for peace and play a strong role in Ireland's economy. St. Patrick's Day each year is an important moment to reinforce all of those connections. But there is also an onus on us to speak honestly and to act when we believe a US administration is wrong, catastrophically so in the case of Palestine. I've thought deeply about this issue in recent days and listened to many voices inside and outside of Sinn Féin. I've made the decision not to attend the event in the White House this year as a principled stance against the call for the mass expulsion of the Palestinian people from Gaza, something which I believe demands serious dissent and objection. The only route to peace and security is a permanent ceasefire, followed by a negotiated settlement that guarantees peace and security for both Palestinians and Israelis through a just and sustainable two-state solution. That should be the position of the United States. Sinn Féin will continue to engage with the US administration at various levels, with Friends of Ireland on Capitol Hill, with the trade union movement and business leaders both in the United States and right across Ireland. We'll continue our relentless work for a future of peace, progress, stability and prosperity. An Taoiseach will attend the White House for his bilateral engagement with the United States President. It is he who represents the Irish people and will have the opportunity to speak on behalf of Ireland when he meets the American President. He must use this opportunity to reflect the view of the Irish people in relation to Palestine, in support of international law, and to reject threats for the mass expulsion of Palestinian people and seizures of their land. We will be briefing members of the International Diplomatic Corps here in Dublin later today and business leaders north and south in the coming week.